Guys, my name is Kamal Munzer, and in this video I will be discussing the lack of human rights in Yemen, which will be covering the attacks on the civil society in Yemen and how the Yemeni society are very intimidated to stand by their rights and their beliefs. And then I'll proceed into women's rights due to their severe discrimination and mistreatment towards women. And then finally I will be explaining the blocking and impeding humanitarian access in Yemen. With that being said, I will share some solutions which will be related to this issue. The emergence of Houthis in Yemen have led the people of Yemen to fear standing by their rights and beliefs due to the oppression that has been placed upon them, such as detaining and capturing Yemeni activists and journalists. For an instance, on January 2nd, 2018, a Sana'a court has sentenced a Baha'i man by the name of Hamid Kamal Haidara to death because of his religious beliefs. On the other hand, women in Yemen have been restricted from having rights or from having equal rights in terms of having child custody, inheritance, or the right to divorce. Also, sources from the UN stated that violence against women in Yemen have increased. An estimated 3 million women and girls were prone and vulnerable to violence by 2018. Yemen is considered by the UN to be the world's largest humanitarian crisis, with 14 million people on the verge of starvation and at risk of deadly diseases, which most of their cases are related to the cholera disease outbreak in Yemen and the lack of medical support. Hence, the Saudi stoppage of goods and services which were imported to Yemen because of the Houthi-controlled seaports and borders that led to this disconsolate situation, and the areas with denser population that are in need of medical support and food have been isolated from that desire because of the Houthis' blockages towards them, which had a massive impact on the deprived population. Conclusion: a major solution can be dispatching UN peacekeepers with the right equipment needed and a very well strategized plan to eliminate Houthi fighters and to rebuild stabilized diplomatic ties between Yemen and its neighboring countries, building charity center points and sending donation funds towards Yemen with the help of other countries to rebuild Yemen and convert its crisis into utopia. And we're done. I hope my informative discussion has been beneficial to you guys, and thank you for listening to this informative discussion.